Good morning, this is Vicki.
And this is Jo.
And we're the two natural ladies.
And we talk about the good news we all need and ways of getting the most out of life.
We help people with practical, uplifting ways we can all make a difference.
And we're striving for better, not perfect.
And we love a good laugh. Please enjoy the show.
And welcome to everyone listening this morning from Victoria, Australia and beyond. And thank you for joining us.
Yes, indeed.
So, we've got down here paradigm shift.
We have indeed.
Yes. So why don't we look into that?
Let's.
Yes.
Can you read that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
if I focus really well.
Okay, you focus well then.
So the concept of a paradigm shift is identified by the American physicist and philosopher Thomas Kuhn. It's a fundamental change in approach or underlying assumptions.
Yes.
So, but it originated in a scientific realm, but we've stolen it.
We have.
For our own purposes.
Yes.
And so that is that we've got a certain way of life, and so rather than just trying to change a few things and rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic,
Yes.
we're looking at, maybe we could actually look at a whole other way of life or a whole other model to actually resolve or even disappear the issues that we might be having.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and this was coming from a discussion about family, retirement, putting people into, families into homes, rather than that whole village mentality, which is around. It's just not, I guess, in a lot of areas. Well, it's not here, really,
in
is
our
it?
mainstream way of life. Yeah, and we've become very separated.
Yes.
In the way we live, and I mean, I like my privacy.
Yes.
But you and I've discussed this. Like living with parents or kids, adult kids, or even a community of friends. You get a big, say, block of land, and then everyone can have their own tiny house.
Yep.
So you've got the communal living and the privacy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Together.
Yeah. There may be some who want bigger houses than tiny houses.
You could have a bigger house, or you could have houses with different wings where you've got your own separate area, but then you've got a communal kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's an example of a paradigm shift, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then I was talking to someone yesterday about sharing cars.
Yes.
And that was... He was like, that's just not going to happen. I wouldn't want to share my car. And I said, I'd love it.
Yeah.
I would love to know that, one car was getting used more often, but then that one car meant there were 2 other or 3 other cars not on the road.
Yes.
And what that would mean for our open spaces and gardens we could create where there are car parks. And I love the idea of it.
Yeah, I think people, where it would fall down is if everybody wanted the car at the same time.
Well, that's right. But if you had a pool of cars that you can share, so it wouldn't just be one car.
Right.
So, your street might have 3 cars or 5 cars or whatever.
Yep.
And there are a lot of people who walk to the station and get a train to work, so they don't even need their car throughout the day. And then there are the mums who only need it from, 8:45 till 3:30 or whatever, and then once they're home, they don't need it again. Or
my car sits in the driveway lots.
Yes, so there you go. And then we were talking about the Yarraville Pop Park. Now, you can talk more about this, can't you? You understand what this is all about?
Well, so Damien Williams, who we've interviewed last year, was talking about it on one of we've got a local traders association meeting. And so, he was talking about what they've done in Yarraville, and they did it initially. They closed part of one of the main streets in Yarraville and set it up as a community area. And he showed us photos, which I can't really show you now.
Well, you can show me. I'll enjoy them.
And they loved it. There was a bit of people weren't sure about it at first.
Resistance, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they made it a pop-up so they could reverse it at some point and turn it back to what it was. But it hasn't gone back because people loved it. And now it's a permanent park.
I am imagining, those books where things
Yes,
pop up. That's
yes.
just imagining, ta-da, there it is. Put the seed down, put some water on, and there's the park.
Overnight, yes.
Yeah, well, I of course have some facts here.
Yeah.
It's an initiative that facilitates public open space in the context of an entertainment district. The project designed emerged from findings of the Yarraville Urban Design and Traffic Study 2006, which recommended a transformation of the northern end of Ballarat Street into an entertainment precinct, a proportion reinforced by the existing presence of restaurants and the Sun Theatre. This is in conjunction with insights from a city design staff member who drew inspiration from public spaces cited on a visit to New York City. Now, interestingly, Brisbane have got these kind of things. I remember when I was doing a show there, as in not, I wasn't performing, as in an expo. I was on a stand at an expo, and we were walking back from it at 6:30. They had a flash. What's that?
Flash mob. Yeah.
Is that the flash mob where you'd start dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one of those going, and they had performances and restaurants everywhere. It was so exciting.
Yes.
And lovely. And got that community feeling.
Well, even in front of the exhibition building, is it in Sydney? Yeah, it's in Sydney. They've got restaurants and they've got a whole big area where people just walk around. Yeah. I mean, they do exist in water parks. I got a bit excited. I'm like, oh, water park. Is that environmentally friendly? Because I'd love a water park.
Well, because we saw one in France.
Yes. Yeah, they're lovely. And I've seen them around like northern New South Wales when I've been on holidays. And yes, how exciting.
It is.
I'd love to see something, some more locally.
Yes. Because somebody was actually talking about that who I actually thought, Vic, you should do this on another radio station. They were asking for people to share their experiences in their local community, particularly during 2020 and how that might have shifted. And you can just see that for some places a seed has been created, but it's now let's grow the garden, literally and figuratively.
Yeah. And we were also looking at New York.
Yes.
Looking at some photos of, let's say, like a big road like Nepean Highway in our area, how they, like a before and after photo of how they had completely retreed the area and transformed the shopping precinct and the traffic area, and it was built around people congregating, people's I would say not pleasure, but people's enjoyment, and it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. The difference between the no trees and the trees. It transformed the place.
Yeah, it's Queen's Boulevard.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you about the aerial view, which is going to mean nothing to anybody, but looking south from 68th Avenue and then the new area looking from 68th Avenue. So if you're interested, look up Queen's Boulevard and 68th Avenue and the before and after shots. So
and this all reminds me of my little plan, which hasn't really gone anywhere yet, but of edible gardens on our nature strips. But it's a conversation that will grow.
It will grow. And in fact, we're going to talk more about that. But before we go there, I just wanted to mention never retiring.
Yes. But going back to the other conversation about homes.
Yes.
So, we hope our children are listening, actually.
Yes.
Because we have plans for our older years.
We do.
When we're not retiring.
That's right.
But we want to be community living.
Yes, that's right. And they'll be involved.
Yes.
That's right. Yes.
We're waiting for them for it to be their idea.
Well, I have one who's already he and his girlfriend. They're quite happy with the idea of buying a big block of land and me living in my tiny home there and everybody. I think that they'd be happy with everybody. So that's good.
Yeah,
1 out of 4 for the moment.
Yeah. That'll grow. That's another idea that'll grow. And tiny homes, and the other thing is shipping container homes. And the benefit of shipping container homes is you can actually
put wheels on them and move them.
Well, no, you can grow them. You're not limited to the size of the shipping container. You can actually put a few together And so, yeah, you can end up with quite a nice home, not just a tiny home.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes, yeah. But the other thing with retiring is that we are the only language that has retirement.
Yes.
No other language has the word retirement. It just doesn't exist. And I think that was really interesting because it's not about, I don't want to work full-time anymore. I'm not saying I want to work full-time forever. It's about living life. And there's this sense of the word retirement meaning you're leaving life in a way. And so many people, after retiring, die.
Yeah.
Because there is this sense of, well, now what do I do? And it's all our headspace because you can leave work and not retire. You can leave work and then go, woohoo, now I can do all those U3A courses and I can get into volunteering, all sorts of...
Join Rotary.
Oh, my gosh, there's so much. There's so much. So,
It's become a golf tragic and join Rotary.
Well,
not talking about
do you know
anybody.
anyway? Hi, Ernie.
You've been listening to the Two Natural Ladies podcast. Visit twonaturalladies.com.au for more information. Thanks for joining us.